Hello and welcome to the Running Start presentation for Eastlake High School to prepare for the 2022-2023 school year. In this presentation, we will go over what it takes to be a Running Start student, local colleges that offer Running Start, and the process that we follow here at Eastlake. Running Start is a unique opportunity for students to earn both high school and college credit at the same time. The requirements to be a Running Start student are that you are a junior or senior, you pass the placement for both English and math. This is done through the community college where you will use a transcript, your SBA scores, or take a placement test they have on campus, and that students meet all program deadlines. Another important thing to note about the program is the cost. The district and state will pay for up to 15 credits depending on your Eastlake High School enrollment. Some students do part-time Running Start, part-time Eastlake, and if you choose to do that, it will impact how many credits you have access to at Running Start, or you can choose to be a full-time Running Start student and take up to 15 credits. Another cost is books, class fees, any student fees, or parking, and the program will cover courses that are above the 100 level. For example, English 101 is covered by the college, but Math 99, which is the equivalent to Algebra 2, will be taken at the student's cost. Is Running Start right for me? Counselors really encourage students to reflect and make sure that this is the right choice for them. Outside of these questions, we also encourage students to really make sure they're ready to give up the high school experience. Once you do Running Start, you are going to be off campus and missing some of the day-to-day aspects of high school. Sometimes that's a good choice for some students, and sometimes students will miss out on that. So keeping that in mind, also think about, do you consider yourself to be mature and ready for this option? Are you comfortable in diverse situations? When you're doing Running Start, you really are taking classes with any walk of life, and you are going to be encountering different people than you would in the high school setting. Can you be assertive and ask for help on a large college campus? College is different. College professors are not reaching out individually to make sure you understand what's going on or they've noticed you've missed class. So we really encourage you to think if you're ready for that. And have you done well in your previous academic work? Do you feel like high school, you're ready for this type of challenge and you're ready to move on to the next level of rigor and that is not offered within our high school? And are you responsible, self-starter, and independent? It's very important for students to be responsible, able to initiate conversation with both your counselor at Eastlake and the Running Start coordinator or your professor. We really want our Running Start students to feel confident in that skill before committing to the program. Here are some of the benefits that students have found while doing Running Start. You get free college tuition. If you start as a junior, you have the chance to earn up to 90 credits worth of college credit before even leaving high school. You are able to take more advanced and in-depth classes in certain subject areas that may interest you. You have a large variety of class options, and your schedule can be flexible and allow you to have a job or different responsibilities outside of school. And you're able to develop more independence as a student. We want students to really feel like they are in charge of their academic future when they do Running Start. You can connect with a new social environment, college professors, and then another benefit of doing Running Start for some students is that you are able to earn an associate's degree or work towards an associate's degree while you are in high school. This is a benefit that a lot of students seek, and it is done through the community college, and they can align it with your high school graduation requirements. And then taking fewer classes. Sometimes having 3 classes compared to 7 is a better fit for some students. Some things to consider, which could be considered pros or cons to you independently, but just to think about. Transportation. Transportation to and from the school is up to the student and the family. If you're doing part-time, then that does add a more complex transportation plan between the college and Eastlake. And you also will be expected to meet high school graduation requirements, which we will look at how that is done later on in the presentation. You do have a higher price for class fees and books. The schedule of when classes are happening is different for Eastlake and the Running Start program. When you are in Running Start, you can still participate in clubs, sports, dances, and any other extracurricular activities that you may be enjoying while you're in high school now. Doing poorly in both high school and college will impact those transcripts because these credits from Running Start do transfer to college with you. You are allowed on the Eastlake campus, but only during appointment or an activity. If you are planning on doing a sport, you will need to meet the WIAA eligibility. This process is done through Ms. Hill and your counselor. More information will come regarding this once you've enrolled and are signing up for a sport. And a really important point is that this is a year-long commitment. This means you are taking classes for fall, winter, and spring. Coming back mid-year really does impact your ability to make sure you're graduating on time, and as well as making sure you're meeting the high school graduation requirements we have for all students. Below is highlighting all three of the more commonly used Running Start programs within our Eastlake community. There are more options. If one of these does not fit your need, you can contact your counselor and learn a little bit more about the Running Start programs at other schools. But these are the three most common programs, like I said, for our Eastlake community. A benefit to Bellevue College is that it is a bigger campus. It has a lot of course offerings and has the most out of the three options. Lake Washington Technical Institute, which is located over in Kirkland, it has a smaller campus, which works best for some students. It also has a huge list of technical training careers that you can look into if that's an interest, but it also does offer the associate's degree and the bachelor's in applied science degree as well. And then Central Washington University is preferred by some students that are planning on doing part-time so that the commute from Central and Eastlake is easy and short. Please check out each of these schools' websites while you're making your decision. There are pros and cons to all of them, but that is a very individual decision, so please review and make the choice that is best for you. The links are below, but also on our school website directly to their Running Start program website pages. Once you have chosen the program you want to do Running Start through, it is now time to enroll in the process. Please visit each college's website and review what is needed of you to enroll. Most programs require an orientation, enrollment, and placement. Once you have received placement for English and math, you will then meet with your Eastlake counselor. We will not be starting meetings with new Running Start students until after March 28th. So you have a month between now and then to review, make your selection of where you want to do Running Start, complete placement, and then reach out to your high school counselor. This is our process for enrolling in Running Start at Eastlake. Again, step 1 is to research your options, make a choice, and then step 2 is to complete enrollment and complete all of the placement you need. Step 3, once you are enrolled in a program and you're ready to meet with your Eastlake counselor after March 28th, you will complete the Eastlake High School Running Start Agreement form, which is on our Eastlake High School website, and share your English and math placement as well. In that meeting, you and your counselor will go over the RSEVF, which is the Running Start Enrollment Verification Form, which we will go over in the next coming slides. Meeting graduation requirements at Running Start is still expected of all Running Start students. While you might be starting as a junior or senior, you still have to meet the remaining graduation requirements with math, English, social studies, science, and so forth. Here's an example of our course equivalency chart. It is listed by subject and the college that you can choose from, and then the course that meets that requirement. Just to look at the top line for English at Bellevue, LW Tech, and Cascadia, to meet English 11 or English 12, you need to take English 101. If you need 2 English credits, then you can see that you'll need one more course of English above the 100 level. Another example is U.S. government and civics. You'll take political science 202 to meet the requirement. At Central, you would take English 210. Again, this document can be found on the Eastlake website. An important thing to note is that any class taken below 100 is considered a high school course and will be taken at cost to the student or family. If you are needing to take a high school level course or did not place into a college level course for English and math, strongly consider talking to your counselor and making sure Running Start is right for you. You can also take those classes at high school and be considered a part-time student if that is appropriate. One 5-credit class at Bellevue College, LDIP Tech, or Cascadia or Central is the equivalent of a 1-credit class in high school. So by completing Political Science 202, you will earn 1 full credit of social studies towards your high school diploma. Outside of the high school graduation requirements that are taken in the class, you have to meet the SBA state testing standard, as well as completing the Zello work to work towards your high school and beyond plan. Your high school counselor will review what remaining credits you have in your first meeting, and that's how you guys will plan the classes you're going to take in the future. This image is of a RSEVF form, also called a Running Start Enrollment Verification Form. Each quarter, you will meet with your counselor to complete this form, and in that meeting, you will talk about graduation requirements and classes that you have completed and what else is needed for you to graduate. A new form will be completed each quarter, so you will meet with counselors before you register for your college level courses to make sure you are on track for graduation. It's important to note that if you are a part-time student, we do start classes in September at Eastlake and go all the way through June, and we do not change your Eastlake schedule for your Running Start classes. Running Start classes change every 3 months, so you'll want to plan ahead when choosing your Eastlake classes to accommodate for your Running Start classes. Each counselor will reach out to schedule a meeting, and at that point, it's the student's responsibility to complete the form and attend those meetings at a time that works for the student. That concludes the process of how to do Running Start at Eastlake High School. Again, counselors are scheduling meetings after you've completed the enrollment at the college and you've received placement. Counselors will be meeting with you quarterly to review your enrollment and graduation status. It is up to students to communicate with your Eastlake counselor and professors and your college professors, not parents. And dropping out of Running Start mid-year can impact your graduation status. That's just an important thing to note when you're making such a big commitment to a program. That concludes the Running Start presentation. If you have any questions, please make sure to review the Eastlake High School website. A lot of information is posted there along with this presentation. And if you have college-specific questions, you will need to go to those colleges directly. Your Eastlake counselor can be helpful with high school related questions, but any questions relating to the college needs to go directly through the college. And if you need to reach out to your Eastlake counselor, please do. Our information is on the website. But in the meantime, have fun enrolling in the Running Start program and let your counselor know once placement is complete.